About the Tamil Elam community spread in the Northern America and also South America, Western part of the European continent, and South Africa, Singapore, and India as refugees, and Australia and New Zealand. So we can see that the Tamil Elam community is scattered now around the world in different continents. So because of this situation, now we can see their lifestyles differ. The Northern American Tamil Elam community and the European Tamil Elam community, those who are in Singapore, India, New Zealand, Australasia, South Africa, South America, so they have their own different culture, traditions, education systems for their children, and family value systems which are different from what they have been earlier when they were in Sri Lanka. Now this is in sharp contrast to Sri Lankan Sinhalese community overseas, because they still have their roots in Sri Lanka. So whenever they want, they can come to Sri Lanka, and they can always freely deal with the Sinhala, their relations in Sri Lanka when it comes to the Sinhala community now spread around the world. But then when it comes to the Tamil Elam community, they don't have a base either in Sri Lanka or abroad other than the transnational government of Tamil Elam. So without a base, there we can see different cultural systems emerging for Tamil Elam community in Northern America, especially in European Union, South Africa, India, Singapore, Australasia. So now, before things develops further from here, I think it's important to establish like a huge island in a suitable location in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, because always transatlantic travel from either from America to Northern America to Western Europe, or from South America to United Kingdom or the Western European capitals, or from South Africa to Canada, Alaska. Those transatlantic air routes had a major problem, because there had been no like a stopover, like a transit airport in the somewhere in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. So had there been like especially the proposed United States of Tamil Elam, like a geographical island for transnational government of Tamil Elam to take over. They are the establishment of the especially the airports is very important, because then it becomes like in the middle of the Northern Atlantic Ocean, like a transit center where people can come to this proposed establishment of the island for transnational government of Tamil Elam, the United States of Tamil Elam. Then they now suppose say people from North America, Alaska, or Canada come to the island in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, and then they can choose whether to go to South Africa, or whether to fly to European Union, or else to South America even. So like that, all other continents, the European continent, the South African, the African continent, the people, they have a easy international transit airport in this proposed island in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean for United States of Tamil Elam. So I think that is one important reason that must be considered, and also the shipping routes between South America and Northern America. Now most of the ships go through the Southern Atlantic Ocean, and they pass the to go to the northern Atlantic Ocean. Either it's Iceland, Greenland, or the Scandinavian countries, the United Kingdom, or Canada, or United States, like East Coast ports. So he also in this situation, the international shipping can be promoted in a commercially viable, economical way if there is a land in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, because the shipping routes from Cape of Good Hope in South Africa and to the United Kingdom, and there is no like a northern Atlantic Ocean like in the center, like a point where they can choose whether to do any other business or commercial activities in case they have any plans, even because from the South Africa's Cape of Good Hope, the shipping movements are towards United Kingdom. And then to European capitals, so then like European ports. But on the way from the Cape of Good Hope in South Africa, they can always move towards middle of the Atlantic Ocean to this proposed island for United States of Tamilam, and then they can decide whether to go towards Canada or United States or Central America, and then there are many options available for shipping lines here. So I think even for cruise ships, there must be like a cruise ship port in this proposed island for United States of Tamilam to be taken over by the transnational government of Tamilam. So similarly, even the for like space activities, I think the northern Atlantic Ocean, the middle of the Atlantic Ocean gives so much inspiration, because creation of an artificial gigantic massive like a engineering masterpiece island, and thereafter launching the space cruise from that particular location to the space would be like a tremendous achievement for any person, any organization, any country. So I think in that way, what is important for space exploration is the inspiration. Not only it doesn't come from the normal land given by the God, but a man-made island in the middle of the most difficult of the oceans, the center of the Atlantic Ocean, and then raised to the space. Such achievements only will ensure the wonders of the secrets of the nature being explored through human inspiration. So I think similarly the fishing hub, there must be like a international fishing harbor also at the same island, because this like the prominent location in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean is actually something that had been there for centuries. The lack of like a container port even today, and a fishing harbor, and an airport, and a spaceport in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean for years have deprived the movement of people from the east America, United States eastern coast to the European western coast. So this can be solved, I think, through this mechanism. Even today we can see the lack of a point where the ships can decide the route to be taken once you come to the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, or even the airports doing the refueling, and the pilots the crews are also humans, so their needs, so those things can be accommodated only by having island in the middle of the northern Atlantic Ocean. So I think this is very important. And also from a human point of view, the Tamil diaspora, their cultures are different. Now you can see different culture of the northern American Tamil diaspora, the European Union Tamil diaspora, the South African Tamil diaspora, the Tamil Elam diaspora in Australasia and South America, etc. So if time passes like this without any action, what will happen is this there will be another issue here, because there's no like a connecting point for them, or like a home base. So then you can see different communities, same community but different cultural systems emerging in different continents of the world for the Tamil Elam community. So that is why it's important to to overcome such a complex social issue after that. With time we cannot say what type of social consequences can come. So but I think from a human point of view, it's important to put them together in one place in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, in the northern Atlantic Ocean, by creation of this island. So I think it is the responsibility of the United States of America as the world's sole superpower to initiate this work before any other country does anything. So I think it's up to the transnational government of Tamil Elam also to propose this and go ahead, because as far as I think Sri Lanka or India, who are stakeholders to their problems, I don't think the Sri Lankan government or Indian government would take it up, as far as I understand, because this is something beyond our country, far away in Atlantic Ocean. So it's the neighboring countries in the northern Atlantic Ocean who have a more important obligation to undertake this initiative.